Hi, everyone. Great you're awake. So first, before I start this talk, I want to thank the CLSID organization for doing a great job. And I also want to talk a little bit about the security community. There's a lot of very skilled people in here, and I know there are others that have something to share. And I think everyone in this room has something to share with someone that really needs that information. So it would be good if more people start to share information. And it doesn't have to be on stage or anything. Just write blog posts, write on Twitter. Just share information and share knowledge with each other. But my talk is a completely non-technical talk. It's about scam calls. Everyone is, well, I guess everyone is aware of them. Hi, I'm calling from Microsoft. You have a virus, and so on. Yeah, a picture. So, about me, my name is Mattias Borg, and I'm working for a company named WSP/PB. We're doing construction and some other things, and I'm doing security on the side, like this talk. I was speaking at DEF CON together with some other speakers during this conference. I'll give you the contact information later on, if you need. And this is our pet, our piranha. It's a good place to put your recovery keys and so on, because it will be pretty safe in there. Also, I have my wife with me. She's pregnant. She's the pregnant woman, so please say hi to her. Thank you. Before DEF CON, I went to New York to meet my manager, and I was using this traveling service to arrange the flights and the hotels and so on. And they called me and said, well, we found this hotel. It's low standard. And I said, well, I'm just going to sleep there. It's fine. And didn't ask any more questions. So I got this one. Fuck. But, well, at least I have a toilet. So I turn around and, no, it's no toilet. It was a shared mold shower. It was crazy. I don't recommend that hotel. I won't share that name because of my own safety. So, well, I should also mention, I'm in social engineering, and I like the human part of security. And during my trip in New York, I was walking around and met these rap artists. They tried to sell me their CD. Anyone know that from Mr. Robot? And well, I like to support music artists, but I'm a social engineer. I won't fall for that. I won't buy their CD. I'm not stupid. So I bought two. But the scam talks. Anyone here received a call from Microsoft? Raise your hands. It's all of you. How lovely. But my idea was to record as much as possible, publish everything just to make fun of them. And it started by myself received a phone call. It was +91, might be a spoof number. But he said, well, I'm infected with a virus, a computer virus. I'm happy it wasn't something venereal. Yeah, it actually happens. But he was willing to help me, and I mean, that's proactive. And I thought, well, I might need some time to prepare a VM, so I asked him to call me back within an hour. And he sounded very happy. I mean, he thought he had me, like this poor bastard. Poor creature. Is it anyone younger than 13 in here? But after an hour, the phone was finally ringing. Yeah, you don't need to see that. And He wanted to say the same thing, and he basically told me, well, you're infected with this dangerous virus. Oh, dear God, thank you for helping me. And then he asked me to open the run prompt, and he started W, as in winning. W, as in win. Yeah, okay, please go on. S, as in 16. U, as in... So I was waiting, doing something else before it was finished. And he took me to support.me, which redirected me to log me in. And they're using the same tool as Microsoft Support. And one of my colleagues actually had a ticket with Microsoft and waited for them to call back. And when they finally called, they said, I'm not falling for this, you idiot. And he hung up the phone, and then he had to create another ticket. So after a while, this Jan-Erik Haag connected. That was happy with Swedish name. It didn't sound like he was from around, but I'll go for that. And I mean, I was the end user at the time. I needed the help, so I was annoying as an end user. Come on, hurry up. What's taking so long? And all that. And he connected and instantly went to TeamViewer to install a second tool to remote. I mean, well, two people doing the same thing, that's good. And he also wanted to be persistent. So he asked me to look somewhere else, like writing a note on a piece of paper for some reason, whilst he was entering the password. And he wanted me to write down the customer license ID. That's CLSID, if you didn't know that. And it's good to be licensed. I don't want any piracy, especially with spridningskollen. And he showed me some proof that I was hacked. So he opens the event viewer, and it's fun though that he didn't notice that there were no logs from earlier than 1 hour back. But all right. And any other services that actually told him that this is actually a virtual machine. He opened what he called the service hacking. And this is actually hacked services, if you didn't know that. And well, before he connected, I did some smart things. I renamed Wireshark. Didn't give me anything because the process name is still the same. I renamed Process Monitor, which did the same thing. It was useless. And he didn't notice this either. I mean, how can he was a super hardcore hacker, as he told me. And he wasn't suspicious of anything. I mean, if you're connected to another machine, you're suspicious to everything that you see on that machine. But the fun thing was, he pasted this text. I'll show you on the next screen. Invalid firewall license certificates. The computer is affected because the warranty is not active. Windows firewall licensing certificates are not valid. System is hacked to 98.5%. I was so happy it wasn't 100%. I mean, that would be terrible. So in order to active the warranty and to valid the Windows firewall licensing certificates, register to Microsoft Corporation and make the computer and internet connection secure, because we know that things can be secure. And he also showed me the hacked cyber certificates. He actually said cyber certificates. I guess that's a new buzzword. After playing around with my computer for a while, and I was thinking that I should disconnect him after a while, but I let him go on, and he wanted he wanted to get some money for his service, and I think that's okay. He was doing a good proactive job. Actually, I have his phone number, so I can call him at any time to get more support if I need to. And he opened another TeamViewer session to another poor victim, and opened the web browser, asked me to enter some information. So what I did was, it gave me the control. So I pressed the Windows key, and on my video recording, I could see a Xbox Live account logged on. But I thought, well, this is probably not the attacker. But I did some research on that account, and I found this gentleman in northern Sweden, and so I gave him a call, and he answered and said, well, I think you received a call recently about you having a virus and so on. I said, yeah, it's like, yeah, but they helped me with it. All right, but as you know, I'm calling from Microsoft, and I need to help you with this virus. No, I didn't, but it would be funny if I did. And during this time, the attacker on my machine realized, well, he lost the control. So I paused the virtual machine, tried to have him disconnect as soon as possible, and then I tried to introduce myself to him. So, well, my name is Mattias. I'm working with security, and he started to be sort of angry with me. He actually wanted to make love to my whole family. So I asked him, does that include me? Yeah, I'll F you. Oh, good, because you know, I'm a geek, I never get laid, so that would be fun. And then he hanged up the phone. So what's the next step in owning the scam callers? Do you have any thoughts what we can do? I was reading about one guy who actually sent a block back to them, which was interesting, but it's illegal. I know for sure that I should have recorded the voice, which I didn't, and that's a problem. The video is much more fun to watch if you have the voice to it. You could do SSL stripping, or you can do whatever you like, but I think it's possible to include this and improve this owning the scam callers. I also had a chat with the digital crime unit at Microsoft, and I asked them to, have you seen the report a scam page? You could report from basically any country except from Sweden. And early this year, we had a lot of calls targeting Sweden. It was a clear attack against the Swedish citizens. And I asked them to include Sweden, so now it's possible to report. And then I think you should do that, because I actually took down one of the call centers, and one guy from the US will not see the outside of the prison for a while. And the takeaway, end-user security awareness training is necessary. I mean, you can do a lot of security mechanisms in your environment, but you cannot patch the human mind, even if you want to. You will never be more secure than your common sense, and we need to increase the common sense. I published the PCAPs. PCAP or it never happened. I published the process monitor logs for you to, you're very skilled, most of you, and I'm not that good in doing PCAP analysis, so feel free to download and do whatever you want with it. Please send me an email if you find anything interesting, and do if you find my password somewhere. You have my contact information, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.